Milk duds, get your milk duds. What's up, guys? This is the Gospel according to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. So what's up with this? Well, a couple of days ago, I heard a couple of people on a live stream, and somehow they got around to speculating about what's underneath my hat, and that perhaps I have a full head of hair, and I am here to dispel that myth. Okay, so there it is. All right, this is what you're dealing with here, and you know, I shave it every morning, so it is what it is. All right, but yes, I have done this in earlier videos and stuff like that, but I haven't done it recently, so I figured I would just go on and you know, just make that revelation in the interest of full disclosure. All right, so now that we got that out of the way. All right, so listen, guys. Jake Lloyd. All right, I want to get into this because the family of Jake Lloyd, and you guys know who Jake Lloyd is. He played young Anakin Skywalker in 1999's Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. Okay, and his family, last week released a statement about his overall health, and I guess they want us all to know, and I'm going to help to pass that message on, as well as send out a message of support, you know, to Jake Lloyd for all that he's been through. I think that he needs to know that there's a sizable portion of the fandom that does, you know, appreciate his work and values the prequels. There are more of us than people try to act like there are that really enjoy the prequels, and we really do want to see you do well, Jake Lloyd. All right, so let me share this message from his family and pass it on to you guys. All right, so here we go. And I found this on InsideTheMagic.net. Okay, and it goes on to say, statement released from family on the health of Star Wars actor Jake Lloyd. All right, and this was written by, I always like to give that credit there, Kelly Coffey. Okay, and it goes on to say, actor Jake Lloyd is known for his role as the young version of Darth Vader in the Star Wars franchise. In 1999's Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Lloyd was cast by George Lucas to portray the role of Anakin Skywalker, which unfortunately received a lot of criticism and bullying. Since the Star Wars actor was so young at the time, this affected his well-being and sent him onto his own dark path. During his childhood years, Lloyd also starred in Jingle All the Way and Apollo 11. In 2012, in a 2012 interview, the Star Wars actor stated that his childhood was a living hell, and he even had to deal with bullying at school. All right, guys, let me just say right here, for him to describe his childhood as a living hell. Now listen, most of us don't have a perfect childhood, far from it, all right? But most of the time, what we go through is not so far out of the ordinary, even though it might be tough, it might be horrific at times to us, you know, because everything is relative after all. And I wouldn't belittle that for anything. After all, I've been through quite a lot in my childhood as well. But this man, as a child, I think it's safe to say that he probably went through a lot of shit that most of us know nothing about, you know, as a child. So he describes it as a living hell, and I know those are very deliberate words, so I feel very bad about that. You know what I mean? It's like we watch those movies and everything, and we get caught up and swept up in the world, and for many of us, that contributed greatly to our childhood, you know? But what would it be like to be a child on the technical side of things, you know, on the business side of things? You don't even get that memory, you know what I mean? Because for you, when you see those movies, I would imagine it's probably very bitter, you know what I mean? So he says it's a living hell. So going on. Okay, where are we? Other children were really mean to me, Lloyd said. They would make the sound of the lightsaber every time they saw me. It was totally mad. My entire school life was really a living hell. I had to do up to 60 interviews a day. You know what always bothers me about that? I never understood why child labor laws protect children from working too young, you know what I mean? But yet in Hollywood, you can bring in children as young as months old, you know, and no one looks out for your individual rights. We just assume that perhaps the parents or family or guardian, they have your best interest at heart, but we see so many stories, but that's not the case, where the family, they're the biggest pimps of all, you know, and they exploit their children. I'm not saying that's what happened with Jake Lloyd, but I'm just saying, I just always wondered, why children are thrown into that grinder, that is Hollywood, that it will just like chew you up and spit you out. You know what I mean? It's not healthy, in my opinion. Okay, I know you make a lot of money doing it. I'm just saying. The Star Wars actor. Wait. Okay. The Star Wars actor has been struggling with mental health and personal struggles, which has affected his own life as well as his loved ones. In 2015, Lloyd was involved in a reckless driving, high-speed police chase, which led to a psychiatric arrest. In 2016, Lloyd was diagnosed with schizophrenia. Following this medical diagnosis, he was then moved from jail to a psychiatric facility. Woo! Sounds like fun, doesn't it? Not. It was reported by NME that there was no time frame for how long Lloyd would stay in that psychological facility, but that his family wants him to take his time to get healthy. I just have this horrible, like, preconceived notion, stereotype, I guess, of being in a psychiatric facility. I'm always picturing, like, Arkham Asylum or some shit, you know what I mean? Hopefully that wasn't the case. And, like, doing secret experiments on you and all that. All right, so in 2018, Lloyd lost his sister Madison. I didn't know about that, which sent him down an even worse path. I am sorry. But there's some good news regarding this situation, as a recent statement from Lloyd's family brings some light to Lloyd's mental health and well-being. Lloyd's mother, Lisa, released this positive statement and update on her son's status. And she says, "We would like to thank everyone for their kind words, their support, and goodwill. Jake has been diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, but unfortunately, he also has a symptom called anosognosia, which causes a lack of insight into his illness. This only adds to the struggle he faces, which has been very difficult after the tragic loss of his younger sister, Madison. He has moved closer to his family, and we are all working hard to help him with this. He's still a kind and caring person, and we hope to have him back to his fun and entertaining self as soon as possible." His entertaining self. Interesting. "Jake will continue to make progress with the love and support you continue to show. It's a shame that the Star Wars actor had to deal with criticism, bullying, and unwanted hatred at such a young age, just like his fellow Star Wars co-stars, Kelly Marie Tran and Ahmad Best." What the actual fuck? It's like, why would you bring... Okay, I'm going to keep this positive, okay? But still, why would you bring Kelly Marie Tran into this? Is Kelly Marie Tran suffering from any type of psychiatric or emotional disorder? Technically, has she been diagnosed? I don't think so. And they said his co-stars. She wasn't his co-star. You know what I mean? They weren't in the same movie. I could see Ahmad Best, but Kelly Marie Tran, she's not his co-star. Literally, like Rey, she has no place in this story. So I don't know why you're bringing that up. It's like, Jake Lloyd can document, all of the things that he's been through all of these years. As a matter of fact, while I was reading this story, I went into the comment section of some other stories, and I see that they're still bullying this man, this poor man. You know what I mean? Kelly Marie Tran, we have gotten no type of documentation whatsoever about what she's been through. I'm not saying she hasn't been through anything. I'm just saying she has no place in this fucking story. That's all I'm saying, okay? Moving on. Okay, it's a shame. Where is it? Like Kelly Marie Tran and Ahmad Best. Though, now Lloyd knows he is surrounded by loved ones and support, it looks as if he's now on a better path. We want to wish Jake and his family all the best. Okay, all right, well, that's the end of that article, guys. And like I said, I just wanted to bring this up because, we are the fandom, and Jake Lloyd, if you're watching this, then I want you to know that the Fandom Menace, we love the prequels so much that that name was actually taken as a play on the Phantom Menace, and we hold these movies dear, and we hold your performance in those movies dear. Any one of us, when we were children, would have given our right hand to be in a Star Wars movie. You know what I mean? Left hand. Okay, we would have given our left hand to be in a Star Wars movie when we were children. So I'm just saying, all right? And we might have done well, we might have sucked. But one thing is for sure, nobody could be prepared for the glare of the spotlight, for the unrelenting scrutiny of the media, for all the people who want to exploit you, for all the people who want to abuse you. Hollywood is a terrible, terrible place. And if you didn't get the protection that you should have gotten going through all of that, Jake Lloyd, I am very, very sorry. And I just want you to know, all right, coming from me and coming from a lot of people that I know in the Star Wars fandom, we do appreciate you, and we appreciate what you have contributed to the Star Wars mythos, you know, to the Star Wars experience. As a matter of fact, if you go on my Twitter page, you will see that my banner is a picture of my son, whose face is superimposed onto Jake Lloyd's when he was doing the pod racing. You know, we took our son to a museum, and they were taking special pictures and stuff when he wasn't even, maybe even 1 year old, you know what I mean? So we were able to do that. And I just want you to know that, Jake Lloyd. It's like, never believe all of these media outlets and stuff that want to dump on Star Wars, and they want to dump on your contribution to it, and they want to dump on those movies. You were a part of something that was very, very special, you know, and like I said before, we hold it dear, and we will cherish it. Episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we love those, you know, and even, you know, some of us love what came after that too. The ups and downs that you had to face, unfortunately, you see that in Hollywood a lot. There are so many child actors who go through it, and they're abused, they're exploited, and yeah, people who bully you and stuff like that. But please hold on to the fact that you are beloved. You know, you are part of something that's very special, and please consider that on your way back, all right, to where you want to be inside of your life, and may you please achieve peace in that life. All right, guys, so please join me in sending well wishes out to Jake Lloyd, and you know, let him know that it's all love here in the fandom, and we take care of our own. So Jake Lloyd, if you ever want to reach out to any one of us, if you watch any of our videos and stuff like that, feel free. You will not be met with hostility, but do your homework, okay? Watch the people that you talk to, all right? Look for the fandom menace, okay? So anyway, guys, that's it for now. I will catch you on the next one. You can like, you can share, you can subscribe. And when you subscribe, please hit the notification bell and hit all. That's very important. And you can catch me on Twitter as always. And there's a PayPal there if you want to help me grow the channel. All right, guys, that's it for now. I will catch you on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.